Hi students, I hope you are all happy and doing good at home. During this pandemic situation, self-learning is very must. You must motivate yourself and learn every day. Okay, in the last class we studied about factorization of polynomial. In today's class we are going to see about the division of polynomials. The division of polynomial is a very important concept. We already studied about the multiplication, addition and subtraction of polynomials. Okay, we know the division algorithm. The dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So that is a division algorithm. Here also we have the division algorithm for polynomials, that is p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. That is p of x is a polynomial and g of x is another polynomial. If we have two polynomial such that the degree of p of x is greater than the degree of g of x and g of x is not equal to 0, then there exists unique polynomial, that is q of x and r of x, such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. That is r of x is equal to 0 or degree of r of x is less than the degree of g of x. That means r of x is the remainder of the polynomial, q of x is the quotient of the polynomial, g of x is the divisor and p of x is called the dividend.
Okay, in the exercise 3.7, in first sum, find the quotient and the remainder of the following division of polynomial. Here the first question is 4x cube plus 6x square minus 23x plus 18 divided by x plus 3. So first we have to check whether the polynomial is in standard form and it has all the terms or not. That means if it is cubic polynomial, the power is 3, so we call this as cubic polynomial. So if first term is x cube term, next the square term, the next one the x term and then constant term. So we have all the terms. Now I am going to divide this. First I am going to write the polynomial 4x cube plus 6x square minus 23x plus 18. Then this is the divisor. I am going to write the divisor in this left side, x plus 3. So first we have to take the first term of the polynomial. We have to take the first term of this and this. I am going to do this in the rough here. 4x cube divided by x. If I divide this, 1x gets cancelled. I will get 4x square. That 4x square should come to the quotient, 4x square. Now I am going to multiply this 4x square with this x. I will get 4x cube here. 4x cube. 4x square into x gives 4x cube. Next again that 4x square multiplied with 3 gives 12x square. 4x square into x gives 4x cube. 4x square into plus 3 gives 12x square. Now we have to subtract these two polynomial. So I have to change the sign. Since it has positive, I am going to change this as negative. Here it is positive. I am going to change this as negative. Now consider this sign. Forget this sign. The sign is marandannum. Inga plus sign is marandannum. So you have to consider this negative and this negative sign. Here these two terms gets cancelled because plus 4x cube minus 4x cube gets cancelled. Now plus 6x square minus 12x square. Here it is minus, here it is plus. So we have to subtract these two. You will get 6x square and then put the greater number sign. Here the greater number is 12. It has a sign minus. Next I have to bring down the next term, minus 23x. Next term Now again take the first term of this. You will get minus 6x square by the same x. I have to divide. If I cancel this, I will get minus 6x. That minus 6x should come to the quotient. Again the same thing. Minus 6x into x gives minus 6x square. Again this minus 6x multiplied by 3 gives minus 18x. Minus into plus, minus 6 into 3, 18, x comes as it is. Again I am going to subtract. When I am going to subtract the second polynomial, I have to change the sign. Here this minus becomes plus. Here this minus becomes plus. Now consider this sign. Here plus, here minus, these two terms gets cancelled. Now we have to subtract these two. Minus 23 plus 18. Different sign. I have to subtract those two numbers and put the greater number sign. Minus. Again next bring down the next term plus 18. Again I am going to take this first term. What is this term? Minus 5x divided by, again the first term of this divisor x. These two gets cancelled. You will get minus 5. That goes to the quotient minus 5. Again take this minus 5 and multiply with x. You will get minus 5x. Minus 5 into plus 3 gives minus 15. Again I am going to subtract. For that I have to change the sign. Here minus becomes plus. These two gets cancelled. Plus 18 plus 15. Both are same sign. So I have to add the numbers and put that same sign plus. So this is over. With this. This is the remainder and this is the quotient. So we get the quotient and the remainder. So I am going to write the quotient. Quotient is equal to 4x square minus 6x minus 5 and the remainder is plus 33. Already we studied the addition, subtraction and multiplication of the polynomial. So this is the division of polynomial. This is the first time you are going to see this. So you have to be careful with the concept, how to divide. First, I am going to recap this again. First you have to write the given dividend. We call this as dividend. This is the divisor that should be taken in the left side out of this. First you have to take the first term of this dividend and the divisor. You have to divide it separately, get the answer and write it in the quotient. You have to multiply both the terms and write here. Change the sign, subtract and get the answer. Bring down the next term. Again take the first term of both this, divide and take the answer. That should carry to the quotient. Again you have to multiply those two terms. These two gets cancelled. You will get 0 here. Then next term. Again bring the next term. Again you take the first term of this and this polynomial, divide. You will get minus 5. Minus 5 into those two numbers gives this. If you simplify, you will get the remainder. So this is the quotient and this is the remainder. Next in the second subdivision, you do that as homework. I am going to do the third sum. The third sum, we have 8x cube minus 1. This is also a cubic polynomial, but we have two terms missing here. What are the two terms? Here cubic term is there. Square term is missing, x term is missing, then we have the constant term. So for the missing terms we have to include the 0 and put positive. So 8x cube, here x square is missing, so I am going to write 0x square. If any term is missing, you have to include that term with 0. 0x square plus 0x minus 1. Now this have all the terms. Now I am going to divide this with this polynomial 2x minus 1. So what is the first step? First we have to take the first term of this. What is the first term? 8x cube. 8x cube divided by the first term of this is divisor is 2x. If I divide this, I will get 4. 1x gets cancelled. I will get x square. When you are dividing the variables, you have to subtract the powers. Here the x has power 1. Here x cube. X power 3 divided by x. This power as goes to the numerator and you have to subtract, you will get x square. So the answer is 4x square. So 4x square. 4x square into 2x gives 8x cube. 4x square into minus 1 gives minus 4x square. Now we have to subtract. For subtracting you have to change the sign. Here minus, so I am going to write this as plus. Here plus, I am going to take it as minus. These two terms gets cancelled. So plus 4x square plus 0x square. If you add this, you will get 4x square as it is. Next you have to bring this 0x. Again I have to take the first term. What is the first term here? 4x square divided by the first term of this is 2x. 2, 4 gets cancelled, I will get 2. Here 2 minus 1 gives 1x. So x power 1, we write it as x. So 2x. Take it to the quotient. If you multiply the 2x with again 2x, you will get 4x square. The first term should come as it is with the same sign, then only it gets cancelled. For that only we are going to divide this first term with this first term. Like that the first term divided by this first term gives this. So if you multiply those two, you will get this. இதால இதை divide பண்ணீங்கன்னா இது வரும். இதை ரெண்டுத்தையும் multiply பண்ணீங்கன்னா இது வரும். So அந்த process தான் இங்க நடக்குது. இதால இங்க divide பண்ணீங்கன்னா இந்த ஆன்சர் வரும். திரும்ப இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் into பண்ணீங்கன்னா இந்த ஆன்சர் வரும். Next 2x into minus 1 gives minus 2x. So plus into minus minus 2x. Again I am going to change the sign. Here plus, I am going to change it as minus. Here minus becomes plus. These two terms gets cancelled. So plus 2x comes as it is. Next I am going to bring this next term. So take the first term again. 2x divided by 2x gives 1. 2x divided by 2x gives 1. Write it in the quotient. So 1 into 2x, 2x, 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Again I am going to change the sign. Minus, this minus becomes plus. These two terms gets cancelled. The remainder is 0. So you get the remainder as 0 here. So what is the quotient? The quotient is 4x square plus 2x plus 1 and the remainder is 0. So that is, this dividend has this divisor with remainder 0. So this is the factor of this polynomial. We can say this as the factor of this polynomial. If we get the remainder as 0, we call this as factor of this polynomial. Next, the fourth subdivision. In this, minus 18z plus 14z square plus 24z cube plus 18 divided by 3z plus 4. Look at this polynomial. This is not in the standard form. That means this is also a cubic polynomial, but the cubic term is in the third term. So first we have to arrange this. We have the cubic term, square term, power 1 linear term and then constant term. So first I am going to write the first term, that is 24z cube, that is cubic term. The next term is plus 14z square. The third term is minus 18z. Then the last term is plus 18. Then here the divisor, what is the divisor? 3z plus 4. Now I am going to divide this polynomial with this 3z plus 4. What is the first step? The first step, we have to take the first term of the dividend and the divisor, and we have to divide this separately to get the quotient. 24z cube by 3z. 3 and 24 gets cancelled, you will get 8. 1 3 is 3, 8 3 is 24. 1z, you have to subtract 1z, you will get z square. So 8z square. So the quotient is 8z square. 8z square into 3z gives 24z cube. Then 8z square plus 4. Multiplying with this, you will get 8 4s are 32. Z square comes as it is. Then you have to change the sign. If you change the sign, the positive becomes negative. Here also positive becomes negative. These two terms gets cancelled. 14 is plus and 32 is minus. So you have to subtract these two. 32 minus 14 gives 18. The greater number is 32. The sign is minus. So I am going to put the minus sign. Next I am going to bring the next term, minus 18z. Then again you have to take the first term. What is the first term here? Minus 18z square divided by 3z. You will get minus. If you cancel this, you will get is 6. Here one z gets cancelled. So minus 6z. Take this to the quotient. Minus 6z. Minus 6z into 3z gives the same term. The same term comes here. Minus 18z square. Then minus 6z into plus 4 gives minus 24z. Now change the sign. This minus becomes plus. Here also the minus becomes plus. These two terms gets cancelled. Plus 24 minus 18 gives plus 6z. Next I am going to bring the next term 18. Again I have to take the first term. Here the first term is 6z divided by 3z. 3z, 6z. 6z divided by 3z. Z gets cancelled. 6 and 3 gets cancelled, get 2. Take this to the quotient, plus 2. 2 into 3z gives again 6z. 2 into 4 gives plus 8. Again when you are dividing, you have to change the sign, subtract. So these two gets cancelled. 18 minus 8 gives plus 10. So this is the remainder. Plus 10 is the remainder. This is the quotient. So what is the quotient? The quotient is 8z square minus 6z plus 2, and the remainder is 10. So this is the answer. So this is the rough calculation. So this is the main part of the sum. Okay, then in the second sum, the area of a rectangle is x square plus 7x plus 12. If its breadth is x plus 3, find its length. So in the rectangle, we want the breadth and length, we will get the area. But in this question, the area is given to you. What is the area? The area is equal to x square plus 7x plus 12. And the breadth is given as x plus 3. So to get the length, we have to get the length. How will you get this length? Area divided by breadth gives the length. So what is the area here? X square plus 7x plus 12 divided by x plus 3. So we have to divide these two polynomial. Here this polynomial is a square polynomial. It has square term, x term and the constant term. Here this is a linear polynomial which has its power as 1. Now I am going to divide this x square plus 7x plus 12. Here the divisor is x plus 3. Now what is the first step? First you have to take the dividend, first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor, and do the rough calculation as x square by x. 1x gets cancelled, you will get the quotient as x. So take it to the real quotient. So x into x gives again x square. 3 into x gives 3x. Again we have to subtract. To subtract, you have to change the sign of the second polynomial. Plus it becomes minus. Here also plus becomes minus. These two gets cancelled. Plus 7 minus 3. Don't take this sign. Consider the sign which is changed. Plus 7 and minus 3. We'll get the plus 4x. Subtract and put the greater number sign. Next you have to bring the next term, that is 12. Again you have to take the first term. What is the first term here? 4x. Here the first term is x. X gets cancelled. We'll get 4. Take this to the quotient. 4 into x gives 4x. 3 into 4 gives 12. If we change the sign, this plus becomes minus. Here also plus becomes minus. Both the terms gets cancelled. Because plus 4 minus 4 plus 12 minus 12, you will get the remainder as 0. So what is the breadth here? Sorry, the length is equal to x plus 4. This quotient is the length. Okay, the next one, third sum. The third sum is homework to you. I am going to do the fourth sum. The fourth sum is the sum of x plus 5 observations is x cube plus 125. Find the mean of the observations. Here, mean. You have to find the mean of a observation. What is the formula to find the mean? We studied in the statistics, data handling. The mean is equal to sum of observations by the number of observations. What is the sum of observations here? So this is the sum of observation. This is the number of observation. The sum of x plus 5 observation is x cube plus 125. So this is the sum. Here this is the number of observations. So we have to take this x cube plus 125 and divided by x plus 5. You will get the mean. So look at this. The dividend has power 3, that is cubic polynomial, but here we have only two terms, that is x cube and then 125 constant term. Here two terms are missing. What are the two terms? The one is x square, the other term is x term. So you have to include 0. So x cube plus 0x square plus 0x plus 125. We already did the second sum in the same type. Okay, what is the divisor here? X plus 5. Now I am going to divide this. What is the first step? Take the first term, that is x cube. Divide this with x. You will get x square. So that should come to the quotient. X square into x gives x cube. X square into 5 gives 5x square. Then you have to change the sign. These two gets cancelled. Bring this minus 5x square as it is. Because we have 0. Minus 5 plus 0 gives minus 5. Bring the next term. What is the next term? 0x. Again you have to take the first term. What is the first term here? Minus 5x square divided by x. 1x gets cancelled. You will get minus 5x. So minus 5x. Minus 5x into x gives minus 5x square. Then minus 5 into plus 5 minus 25x. Change the sign. These two gets cancelled. 0 plus 25x gives plus 25x. Bring the next term plus 125. Then again the first term is 25x divided by x gives 25. Take this to the quotient plus 25. 25 into x gives 25x. 25 into 5 gives 125. If we change the sign, we'll get minus and minus. Both the term gets cancelled. We'll get 0 as the remainder. So this is the quotient. This quotient is mean. What is the mean here? X square minus 5x plus 25. So this is the mean of the given observation. So this is the sum of observation and this is the number of observation. If we divide this, we will get the mean of the observation.
In the division of polynomial, we have one more type, that is called synthetic division. This type is a shortcut method of polynomial division. The advantage of the synthetic division is that it allows one to calculate without writing variables than long division. That means we did the first method, which is called as long division. This method is called the synthetic division. But there is one drawback in this, that is the divisor must be linear polynomial, then only the synthetic division works. Okay, using this we are going to do the sum of the problems in the exercise.
Same division and find the quotient and the divider, remainder using the synthetic division. Using the synthetic division, this is the second type of division. The first type is the ordinary division. The second type is the synthetic division. This is the easiest one, but it has one drawback, disadvantage, that the divisor should be a linear. Then only we can use this synthetic division. So that is the drawback of this division. But in the first type of division, you can divide linear or quadratic or power 2 or power 3, whatever it is. The divisor may be, the dividend is always greater than, this power should be greater than this power. In the power oda in the power கம்மியா இருக்கணும், அப்பதான் டிவைட் பண்ண முடியும். ஆனா இந்த பவர் வந்து லீனியரா இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் இந்த சிந்தட்டிக் டிவிஷனால பண்ண முடியும். லீனியரா இல்லைன்னா பண்ண முடியாது. லீனியர்னா இதோடைய பவர் 1 இருக்கணும். பட் இந்த உங்க எக்ஸசைஸ்ல all these are comes under the linear, so you can divide this synthetic. Okay, listen here carefully. I am going to write the coefficient only. This is easiest one. First I am going to take the coefficient. What is the coefficient of x cube? என்ன இருக்கு? 1 இருக்குது. Write it with the sign. Here also plus 1. Leave some gap and write the plus 1. Again the next number is minus 7. Here minus 3. Before writing this, you have to check whether all the terms are here. Cubic term, x square term, x term, constant term. All the terms are here. If any term is missing, for example x square is missing, you have to put 0 here. Or if you are missing this x term, you have to put 0 here. In this question we have all the terms, so write the coefficient as it is. Draw the lines like this. The first term you have to put 0 here and add those two. 1 plus 0 gives 1. Then okay, what is the divisor here? X minus 3. You have to find the 0 of this. X minus 3 equal to 0, so x is equal to 3. So take this value 3, just write the number plus 3. If you have x minus 3, write this as plus 3. If you have x plus 3, write this as minus 3. Here plus 3. Then what is the next step? You have to multiply those two numbers and write it here. 1 into 3 gives 3. Again you have to add, you will get 4. Plus 1 plus 3 gives 4. Again you have to multiply these two numbers and write it here. So 4 into 3, 12, plus 12. Plus 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 gives plus 5. Write the sign also. Again plus 5 into 3 gives plus 15. Put the line like this. 15 minus 3 gives plus 12. So this is the remainder. This should be carried for the quotient. Before writing this quotient, you have to include the terms. What is the term? This is a constant term. then this is the x term, so plus 4x. x term முன்னாடி என்ன term இருக்கும், x square term, அதோட coefficient 1, 1 போட்டாலும் 1 போடாட்டாலும் 1. So 1x square or x square plus 4x plus 5, this is the quotient. Take this as a quotient with the variables. We have to include the variable. When you are writing the answer, you have to include the variable. இங்க variable நம்மளே சேர்த்து எழுதணும். x square அப்படி சேர்த்து எழுதணும். இது constant term. So this is the remainder. Last வர number தான் remainder. So plus 12 is the remainder. Okay, this method is easy when compared to the last method. The synthetic division is easiest method. Again I recap the sum. Listen here. First you have to look at the dividend. In this dividend we have all the terms. You have to write the coefficient alone. Coefficient அப்படினா the x க்கு termக்கு முன்னாடி உள்ள நம்பரை மட்டும் எழுதணும் with the sign order. இங்க +1 here -7 -3. இங்க x -3 இருக்கு. டிவைசர்ல மட்டும் சைனை மாத்தி கொண்டு போகணும். -3 here you have to write this as +3. Then first below the first number you have to put 0. Add those two numbers. 1 plus 0 gives 1. 1 into 3 gives 3. Multiply these two numbers and put it in the second. 1 plus 3 gives 4. 4 into 3 gives 12. 12 minus 7 gives 5. 5 into 3 plus 15. 15 minus 3 plus 12. So the last number should be taken as the remainder. The first three numbers taken to the quotient. When you are writing the quotient, you have to include the variables x square and x. Okay, next the fourth sum. Second and the third sum I given you as a homework. The fourth sum, this fourth sum is different from the first sum because in the divisor we have 4x plus 1. So be careful when you are doing this type of sum. Okay, what is the first step? The step is check whether the given polynomial is in standard form. Here one term is missing, so that is cubic term. So I am to write the +8. Here cubic term is missing. I am going to put this as 0. Next x square term is here -2, then +6 and +5. Then I have to put the zero here. 4x plus 1. 4x plus 1 is the divisor. So if you put this as 0, you will get the x as -1 by 4. You take this -1 by 4 here as a divisor. -1 by 4. 8 plus 0 gives 8. 8 into -1 by 4. 8 into -1 by 4. 8 into -1 by 4 gives -2. So write the -2 here. -2 plus 0 gives -2. -2 into -1 by 4. -2 into -1 by 4. You will get minus into minus plus 1 by 2. 2 into 1 by 4 gives plus 1 by 2. Plus 1 by 2 minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 by 2 gives minus 3 by 2. You can do it in the separate. Minus 2 plus 1 by 2. You have to take the else. You have to cross multiply this. Minus 2 into minus 2 gives minus 1 plus minus 4 plus 1 by 2. Minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3 by 2. So you can calculate this roughly. Minus 2 plus 1 by 2 gives minus 3 by 2. Again I am going to multiply this minus 3 by 2 with minus 1 by 4. Minus 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 4 gives plus 3 by 8. So I am going to write the quotient here as plus 3 by 8. 3 by 8 plus 6. 3 by 8 plus 6 Again I am going to cross multiply this. 3 plus 48 by 8 gives 51 by 8. So you will get the answer as 51 by 8 here. Both are positive. So I will get the plus sign. 51 by 8 into minus 1 by 4 again. 51 by 8 into minus 1 by 4 gives minus 51 by 32. That is minus 51 by 32. If I simplify these two, I will get the remainder. So what is the remainder? Plus 5 minus 51 by 32. If we cross multiply this, 32 into 5 gives 160 minus 51 by 32. 160 minus 51, 109 by 32. Here plus, because this is a greater number sign. So plus 109 by 32. This is the remainder and this is the quotient. But we have to do one thing here, because in the divisor we have 4 as the coefficient of x. So when you are writing the quotient, you have to divide this with 1 by 4 into 8x cube. So this is x cube term. Here x square term minus 2x square. Here minus 3 by 2 into x plus 51 by 8. So you can divide this or you can leave it as it is, and the remainder is 109 by 32. So this is the remainder and this is the quotient. When you are writing the quotient, you have to include this 1 by 4 here. So don't forget. So this is complicated one. So இங்க போடும்போது இதுல 4x plus 1 இருக்கு. அந்த 4x plus 1 இந்த plus 1 இங்க போச்சுனா minus 1, இந்த into ல இருக்கிற 4 இங்க வந்துச்சுனா divide. So you have to take minus 1 by 4 as the divisor. இங்க x cube term missing, அதனால இங்க 0 போட்டுறோம். 8 0 minus 2 6 plus 5. 8 plus 0 gives 8. 8 into 1 by 4 gives minus 2. Minus 2 add பண்ணா minus 2 வரும். Minus 2 into minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 வரும். 1 by 2 கூட இதை subtract பண்ணீங்கன்னா minus 3 by 2 வரும். இதெல்லாம் நீங்க roughல calculate பண்ணிக்கலாம். So இதெல்லாம் rough calculationல பண்ணிக்கலாம். minus 3 by 2 again இதை into பண்றோம். இதை into பண்ணிங்க போடுறோம். இதை subtract add பண்ணும்போது roughல போட்டுக்க வேண்டியதுதான். 6 plus 3 by 8 add பண்ணீங்கன்னா 51 by 8. again இது ரெண்டு into பண்ணீங்கன்னா minus 51 by 32. இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் subtract பண்ணீங்கன்னா 109 by 32. this becomes the remainder. quotient எழுதும்போது இங்க என்ன பண்ணுமோ அந்த டேர்மோட 1 by 4 போட்டு into பண்ணி எழுதணும். Sixth sum. If the coefficient obtained on dividing 8x power 4 minus 2x square plus 6x minus 7 by 2x plus 1 is 4x cube plus px square minus qx plus 3, then find p, q and also the remainder. Listen the question carefully. The quotient obtained on dividing this polynomial by 2x plus 1 is this. So this is the quotient. So this is the quotient of dividing this and this. The answer is given. So we have to find the p and q. Now I am going to divide this polynomial with this 2x plus 1 using the synthetic division. First I have to check whether this polynomial is in standard form or not. Here 8x power 4 minus 2x square plus 6x minus 7 is the polynomial. Here one term is missing. What is that? That is cubic term. So I am going to include 0x cube with this term. Now it has the power 4 cube square x and the constant. Now I am going to divide this by 2x plus 1. So I have to write the coefficients. 8 plus 8 plus 0 minus 2 plus 6 minus 7. I am going to divide this with, what is the divisor here? 2x plus 1. If I get the value of x, I will get minus 1 by 2. Plus 1 goes this side as minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. First I have to put 0. 8 plus 0 gives 8. 8 into minus 1 by 2 gives minus 4, 0 minus 4, minus 4, minus 4 into minus 1 by 2 gives plus 2. Again the answer is 0. 0 into anything gives 0. 6 plus 0, 6. 6 into minus 1 by 2 gives minus 3. The remainder is minus 10. Now I am going to write the quotient. What is the quotient I get? 8x cube minus 4x square plus 0x plus 6. On comparing this quotient with the given quotient. So this is the given quotient. On comparing with 4x square, 4x cube plus px square minus qx plus 3. On comparing this, okay, in this quotient we have the 1 by 2, so we have to multiply the 1 by 2 with this, then only we get the correct quotient. So if you multiply this with the 8, you will get 4x cube. 1 by 2 into 4 gives minus 2x cube. 0 into 1 by 2 gives 0. 6 into 1 by 2 gives 3. Now compare this. First term is same as the first term. The second term, in the place of p, we have 2. So the value of p is minus 2. Here minus q equal to 0. Minus q equal to 0 means q is also 0. So the value of q is 0. The value of p is also 0. The remainder, what is the remainder? The remainder is 10. Minus 10. So the remainder is minus 10. So these three values are asked. P, q and also the remainder. The value of p is minus 2. On comparing this you will get the value of q is 0 and the remainder is 10.
Okay children, practice both the long division and the synthetic division and be thorough with the concept. Enjoy the day and thank you to all.